Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Beer Talks Toronto, or Beer Talks GTA at this point. We're back with my friends Stan and Addy. And actually, today is a very special day.
Just today.
You like that,
Just
Stan?
today.
You like how consistent right? You like how consistent I am with the
That
special
is
days
very,
that we have?
it is very consistent.
Today is a special day. It's an even more special day because
Why, John?
there's another person in this place in this room with us, and honestly, I feel like I'm in trouble. It's like a parent teacher interview kind of situation, you know.
This
Where-
is when you find out when all the bad things you've done in the year is gonna get exposed.
You know when you get called to like the principal's office and then like you have to tell your parents. That's kind of what it feels like. Anyway, without further ado, my sister is here, Carissa.
Yay.
Whoa, hi guys. Thanks for inviting me.
I've never called her Carissa because
No.
What do you call her?
we don't have that. I have to call her Ate, which is like older sister, and then her nickname is Guy, so it would be Ate Guy.
Oh.
So like forever, it's always been. And apparently, I mean Ate Guy, if you want to share the history as to why you've been called that.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
So supposedly, I didn't know. I was born, and that's how we've called her every time, like ever since. I didn't.
You
know
weren't
this.
there when it was created. Like
Exactly. But supposedly, apparently, there's a term called child in my mom's like province, which is Tagay. But then somehow I think my older brother, he then kind of coined it on my sister. And then it just stuck. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tagay.
Something about not being able to pronounce T. And so they just repeated the guy part, so gagai. And then we just dropped the ga in the front and it just became guy.
It's just
So
this like
that-
entire metamorphosis
I know.
of like what should have been, but then
I
it
know.
became.
It became. That's right.
Anyway, there you go. So you guys don't have to call her that. Please don't.
I don't
weird
know. I
you
don't know if I
added
can like
to.
consistently remember.
It's literally TE Guy.
TE guy.
Anyway.
And
We have our beer of the day today, which is a non-alcoholic beer. But unfortunately, apparently, non-alcoholic beer is a stand.
Oh my god, man! Like, okay, so when I went to pick up this, like, I was already kind of like, because I picked up this beer with like I think 3 others, and then I was having such a hard time kind of figuring out like, okay, there was like an immediate beer that I needed to get because I literally was like picking that up for Alice's episode, which was a gluten-free beer. And then I was like, okay, I gotta go pick up all of these other beers. So then when I finally found like the non-alcoholic beer section, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna pick these ones because these ones are made in Ontario. And in my head, I'm like, okay, these are themed, right? So for example, today's non-alcoholic beer is actually an IPA. So I picked it because it's John and John's guest.
Yo!
So thoughtful.
And then I didn't think about like, oh, like reading the can. And then turns out non-alcoholic beer, some of them contain alcohol.
yeah.
Yeah, it just contains less than 0.5% alcohol. But it's not non-alcoholic.
Yeah. So apparently there's a difference between non-alcoholic and alcohol-free. Non-alcoholic is
Oh
anything
my
0.5
God.
and less.
Oh
Alcohol-free is actually 0.0.
Oh my god.
I know,
Ontario,
why?
please.
What?
There's no need to differentiate. Just do no alcohol.
Who
I
is the
know.
guy? Who is the guy who's like, no, wait a minute.
I know, right?
Alcohol-free and non-alcoholic.
Let's
You know,
mess
like,
with them.
like at which point is it like, okay, you know what? I'm fine having 0.5% alcohol versus no alcohol. Dude, just do no alcohol so everybody can just be on the same page.
Right,
Anyway.
that's what I was thinking. Anyways,
The beer that will sponsor us for sure.
I mean,
is-
it's not on this brewery. It's
True,
on
it's
whoever
not-
the hell created
True,
this.
true. The system. We can't hate the player, right? We have to
Exactly.
hate the game. Correct. Anyway, the beer is Partake Brewing. This is a non-alcoholic IPA. Are they Canada-based still, Stan? Toronto?
I think so. They should be.
I see
Because
French.
it did say it is
Quebec.
Ooh, Quebec.
Quebec?
Damn it. Okay. Because I got them from the Ontario. No, it's from
No,
Partake
Toronto-
Brewing, Toronto.
Toronto, Ontario. Okay.
Toronto.
Sorry, I was
I was
reading
like, I
the
swear I
French
picked it
part.
up from the Ontario section.
Anyway, drinkpartake.com. This is the simplest can in the world. I feel like,
Yeah.
which I feel like is a smaller one.
But you know what? I will also say this is only 10 calories, so I'm not mad about
hey.
it.
That's amazing. I like
Anyways, let's cheers it up and then try.
Yeah,
it.
all
that. All
right.
right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bitter.
That is bitter.
Ew.
This tastes like.
You like it, Stan?
This doesn't taste like an IPA. What does this taste like?
It has the bitterness of an IPA. It tastes like tea.
You know
It
what?
tastes like tea. It tastes like iced tea.
It tastes
Doesn't
like
it
tea.
taste like grapefruit without like unsweetened grapefruit juice? Because like grapefruit has that little bit of bitterness, like that citrusy bitterness.
It tastes like peach tea.
Yeah. It tastes like unsweetened tea.
Peach tea.
Yeah.
That sounds too refreshing. This
It's
is
like bitter, unsweetened peach
But it's
tea.
really bitter. But like it
I
has
don't know.
it has the IPA bitterness to it.
like you throw in a few like citrus peels into the tea.
Yes.
Yeah.
It also is very amber.
Oh, it's very amber. Dang.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well,
Are all
Partake
IPAs that
Brewing.
amber? I forget.
Oh no, not at all. Some of them are like cloudy lemonade looking.
You're right
yeah,
here.
like you can't really see through.
Exactly, you can't see through it. Well, there's like particulates. Anyway, my sister is not a professional in drinking.
No,
No.
no, I'm not.
The only thing you need to know is IPA equals bitter.
That is that.
And
Actually,
also, IPA
Is
equals
that it?
John's favorite.
that.
Oh.
Firstly, that's controversial. Okay,
Oh,
not
wait,
even
what?
for me. Yeah,
Wait,
that's like a controversial.
You
take.
liking IPAs is controversial?
No, that all IPAs just mean bitter. You know?
Okay.
Because some IPAs are sour.
Exactly.
True.
You know.
Do you remember that like that octopus one we had a while back? I still remember. I like sometimes I think about it. I'm like,
My sister is a carbonated water drinker though.
ooh.
Yes.
That's her go-to.
What is your carbonated water drink of choice?
Well, previously I would have boxes and boxes of Perrier, but with government environment concerns, I've moved away from those cans, and I fizz my own drink at home. So I have one of those machines,
Me too.
and I just drink that all day long.
Do you have
And
a
then-
do you have a tier list?
A tier list?
Yeah, like your top three carbonated water drink.
Like if you go out to a restaurant and then they're like,
Right.
we have a selection of
True.
carbonated water, would you be like, this is the one I want?
Yeah.
Well, I'm very picky. I don't like the ones that are sweet. Like,
Okay.
There's sweet
it
carbonated
literally-
water.
No, well, the flavored ones, right? Like,
So you
there's
like
a lot of them.
unflavored?
I like unflavored or just lime. So my tier would be lime with no sugar,
Yeah.
and then lemon, and then just no flavor, and then everything else is like if
But like-
those are not available.
But like brand though.
Brand, no, I don't really have a brand preference. No.
You can tell the difference between a Montpellier versus
No,
like no.
they all taste the same.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's the level of fizz, right? So I was looking into this, like, what's the difference between a club soda
And then
like,
carbonated
a
water. Yeah,
sparkling
okay, so that's
water,
my question.
you know?
That's my next question.
Yeah. So apparently, and I don't drink, right? But apparently, for bartenders, it matters because
Oh.
the level of fizz and carbonation makes the drink, right? So
Affects
if
the
they're
drink, yeah,
mixing, if they are mixing something, they want something that is more fizzy because when they add all those other liquids or like liquor in there, they still want the fizz to survive, right? Versus just a normal Perrier where, like if you shake it a little bit, it's gone.
It
So
gets
if you,
flat.
for example, have your own carbonation machine at home, if you
Yeah.
carbonate the same water 4 times, does that mean that
Yes.
you've made?
Yes, a club soda. Basically,
Oh.
yeah. So I can control how much fizz. I don't know about the other brands, but the one that I have, and I forgot the brand name now. I'm terrible. But the one that I have, like you can carbonate it to the max. Like it's up to you. As long as it's taking it in the bottle, you can like basically attack your nose if you want.
Wow.
Yeah. It's very to your taste.
I'm learning something very new today.
That's how deep she is into this carbonated water.
That's right.
I kind of like this though, honestly. Like I'm the same way where like when I start looking into something, I'm just like I need to know everything about this
Yeah.
one thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so then you can make an informed decision. It's
Yeah,
important.
that's right.
I mean, every time I come over her place, I always yoink one of them. I'm not like because I don't drink pop. To me, when I have pop, like any kind, like Coke, like specifically Coke, like let's say I'd Uber eat something, right? And then it comes with a combo, it comes with the Coke, right? Like the Coke, I will not drink the Coke while I'm eating because it's dessert for me. Like I will have it
Because it's
after.
sweetened.
Yeah, I will have it the drink after. Like like when I'm craving something sweet, right? Like after eating lunch or whatever, I'm like, ooh, I have pop.
Yeah, we should have today just done like a carbonated water episode.
Wow.
That's true.
I mean, is it the same price as a can of beer?
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
probably. Yeah, it's probably about the same actually.
But isn't that wild though?
yeah, just like carbonated water.
Damn.
You know, I mean, how much electricity is it? How long does it take, guy, for a carbonate for your machine to go? I mean, I guess it depends on the machine too, right?
It's like it's not even connected to electricity. It's all just
Like,
Oh, like
based
the
on
capsules,
like the
right?
like the carbon what's it called, cylinder, right? So it doesn't need any power. So how long? I don't know. Less than 10 seconds if I want
Oh
to.
no, shit.
Like
Yeah,
I wonder,
like it's like boop, we press it and then done.
because it's the pressurized tin.
That's right,
So I
yeah.
wonder if those are the same tins that Jason uses to like carbonate his fish tanks.
Oh.
Wait, you carbonate fish tanks?
Yeah, so like you put like carbon dioxide into your fish tank and to help the plants grow. Right, and then so if you see some of these really nice fish tanks with like red plants, it's because they like cycle through carbon dioxide in those tanks, so then the red can be more vibrant.
Yeah, it's so funny because like now that you're saying it, then yeah, obviously it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes so much sense, right?
But
Because
you
like
you don't think about it, right?
yeah, because there's not enough fishes to produce CO2 in the tank.
And
So-
if there is enough fish to produce that level of CO2, then it's gonna be like it's too much. There's too much
Exactly.
fish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's crazy.
Anyway, we are now carbonated water talks.
And apparently a fish tank.
Fish
Yes.
tank. Soda. What is it? Club soda? No, not club soda. What do you call it? Fizzy bubbly? What is it?
Michael Bublé.
Maga buble. Anyway, why is my sister here? Who invited my sister and who told her about beer talks, huh?
You
what,
did.
What of you guys? No,
You did.
No, it was actually probably Mo. It was Mo that-
Also true.
It was
Most
probably
like
Mo. That,
favorite podcast.
yeah, it was probably Mo. Also,
Actually,
Mo.
I think I remember the text. I was just like, "Hey, it'd be really fun if my sister can come on Beer Talks." And then this was like, I think, like sometimes last year, and then we're like, "Yeah, we can do that this year."
I said
Or
that.
like this season. Yeah. And then at one point it was like, I don't know, Addie's gonna have to confer with me on this, but then I was like, okay, yeah, like it would be super fun. And then we like came up with this whole idea. So like, you know, from today onwards, it's gonna kind of be a recap episode for the three of us.
Oh, right.
It's
True.
like let's revisit who we are, but then get a fact
Other people.
checker
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
to
okay,
confirm.
okay.
Because when we talk about ourselves, we can, make it sound so great. It's like, oh, I'm like the greatest person ever. I'm a philanthropist.
True.
And then like your friend comes on and they're like, that's a lie. He kicks puppies.
Yeah. True. That actually.
So that's what we're doing today.
You guys
Like,
are
today we're
confirming.
gonna ask you, like, is John really, that level of
That guy.
Yeah, is he really that guy?
Let me tell you guys now. No, I am not. It's all a show. I've been lying this entire time. I don't have a music career. I don't know anything.
he actually loves this podcast so much, and Addie and I are actually his best friends. Yay.
Yay.
Man, I can't even lie about that. I still don't believe that.
No, it's
Anyway.
not about believing. Like facts are facts. Whether or not you believe it, it's still a fact.
Anyway, yeah, I was telling you guys too, just for context, that I'm probably just gonna be quiet this entire episode.
But
Wait,
then
hold on.
How will I refute your claims if you're quiet?
It's okay. You
gotta
can
say
just just spill the tea.
I'm not making. I've already made my claims. Stan
But wait,
and
wait,
Addie-
wait. I think we're a little frazzled. Okay, so like because this is John's sister. Chris, do you wanna like introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure.
Kind of say kind of like what your general, like how is your relationship with John? Introduce yourself a little bit, and then we can start asking some questions about John.
Yeah. So this morning I was thinking about this. How will I introduce myself? So John and I are 5 years apart.
You don't have to call me John either. It's weird.
Wait, what do you usually call him?
I call him Atan.
Atan?
Oh.
Yeah, like Jonathan, right? So you guys call him the front, and I call
you
him
call
the
him the back.
end.
Hey, nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Reynaldo
So,
calls
like-
me Tan too. It's only like
Yeah, Tan.
it's only family that calls me Tan.
Oh,
So we can.
Here we
call you
go.
Tan
Okay,
now.
here we go.
No, but I don't know why we never called him John. It makes sense, right? Like it's the beginning of the name.
Like even your parents.
They don't call him
They
John.
don't,
No,
no.
they call him Tan.
Yeah.
Actually.
Everybody calls
Yeah.
it that.
Okay.
I don't know. Is that a cultural thing? Like gagay, like guy? Yeah, I don't know. Like
Maybe.
just take the.
Do I start going to like my Filipino friends and start calling them at the end of their name?
You'd be surprised.
Maybe.
Maybe you'll
So
probably get
Like
hits,
for
bro.
example, if it's like
Did.
Joshua, it's just like Wa.
Okay, that I don't think. But he probably does have a nickname, or like it's like JoJo or something. You know, like
Shoo shoo.
yeah, something really. No, seriously, like
I'm gonna
like,
ask. I'm gonna
it has
ask.
completely transformed from the. Anyway, sorry, my sister. Go ahead.
Anyway, we are 5 years apart, and I just remember when he came home from the hospital. I'm trying to remember, guys. I don't know. I'm old. When he came home from the hospital, his cheeks were like really big.
As in like a baby, okay? Like,
As in a baby. Yeah, like and he was just like such a cute, pudgy little boy.
I was fat. I was
And-
obese.
He was like how many pounds were you, Tan? Do you
Over
remember?
10, I think. Mom said.
That's
Yeah.
he was like a big baby.
I
right?
told you guys I had to be pulled out of my mother, like C-section.
Yeah,
Yeah.
C-section. So
Oh,
out of
goodness.
the siblings, he was the only one who was over C-section.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then from then on, like, you know, many years later, like I just remember always playing outside with Jonathan because back in the day in the Philippines, that's what you do. You go outside, you play around with your neighbors, right? And you just go to like the shenanigans. And do you remember like being bitten by a dog or like chased by a dog? Is that you?
I've been
Is
bitten by,
that you?
I want to say like at least 7 dogs. Definitely more than 5. Yeah.
Wait, is that why
do you
Mabel
have
doesn't
that
like
many?
you, or you don't like Mabel?
No, because like,
so little.
like well, there are stray dogs as well, right?
There were a lot of stray dogs.
But also the owners of the dogs in our neighborhood just kind of let their dogs roam free.
Like the song, people
Exactly.
let the dogs out, you know?
Yeah.
They're all
Thank-
out.
thank
They're
you.
all out. Yes.
But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and the reason why I thought about this was like I know we would play outside running around, but I also know we would go biking together, right? And yeah, like that was our childhood.
In a red sidecar. Yeah.
Yeah. We would have like a bike with a sidecar, and then I would drive, and then I would do my best to like fling him off the sidecar.
It's
by
true,
doing
yeah.
maneuvers. It's true, yeah. Like
Yeah.
that was fun times for us. Like
She
that
would
was-
she would tilt she would turn so hard that it would tilt and it would like be like a
You
like
would
a
do a
bicycle.
wheelie, you
Exactly.
know, like-
Yeah.
And then you just go flying.
No. But I would just be holding on
He
to
would try
the
to
sidecar. I'd be like,
Yeah.
wee. You know?
Oh, you're enjoying it. You're not scared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like no helmet on, no knee pads, nothing.
No, nothing. And
yeah.
Dan, if you remember, at the end of the street where we live, like the far part, there's a hill, right? So we would drive.
It's uphill.
there,
Yeah.
And it would go down the hill, and you would try to.
It
do
was
these
fast.
maneuvers.
Like it was pretty
So-
steep. Yeah.
I can imagine downhill on wheels. Like you pick up speed too as you go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was I remember. Yeah, I remember. I even remember the song that you were singing every time that you would
Okay,
Go
can you
around.
sing it for us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes, roller coaster.
Oh my God, yes,
gonna
that is
ride the
it.
roller coaster.
How did I even make that up? I don't
See,
know.
that was that is some deep
Like
That-
core memory.
I
Yeah.
know. And he
Is
was
it
so
deep?
young when I was doing that, like 5, maybe.
my
Were you
gosh.
5?
I don't.
Amazing.
I don't remember what age.
He
but I
was
remember.
really young, and then I would be 10 at that point, right? So like, you know, like definitely. But I can say that I never bullied my brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
never
it's
did.
true.
Were you like a
Yes.
protective older sister?
No, I
No, she
don't
was
know,
a
like,
loner.
I was just in my own little world
Exactly.
primarily, and also at after 5, like when he got a little bit older, he had his own friends too, and I was just thinking because I have my own children who is also 5 years apart,
Yeah.
but they spend so much time together. Why did I not do that with my brother? And the reason was because we were outside and he had his own group of friends. He would just disappear, and it's not like I can tag along with them. Like I
True.
was a
'Cause
girl
that wasn't
and I
cool.
was older. Right.
that's
So he would just disappear all day, and then he would come home in time for like food, like lunch or dinner, and then that's it. So yeah, like in terms of after when he got cooler and like a little bit older, like how much time did we spend with each other? Not that much. Like
So
probably-
what I'm
yeah.
hearing is like you wanted to be close to John, but John just ditched
Not
you.
true. Not true. Not
John,
true.
come on.
Not true. See?
Not necessarily. No, it's
Exactly.
just like the culture, I guess, because we were just outside. Like there was nothing to do at home. You know, like there's the TV, but then the older folks have control over what's on the TV. So it's not like we could just sit there and watch our shows. You know, like
Yeah.
it'll be like, okay, go find something to do, and then he'll go out, do the things with his friends, and then I would be either reading a book or like out with my own friends, right? So yeah, I don't know.
So would
Isn't
you?
that weird, Dan?
Not really.
No.
He's like, no,
No,
that was the best
not
one.
really.
It was normal.
I think
I
so
gotta
because
run away from home and then I come back for food. That's perfect.
you just have to be back before sundown. Like the sun has to be
yeah.
up.
Okay.
Yeah,
we have
yeah,
our curfew.
yeah, exactly. Because
Okay,
otherwise
that's
you'd be
good.
locked out.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well, not locked out. You'll be in trouble. Like,
Yeah, and the trouble is you're locked out of the gate, and they're
You
not,
get
they're-
palo,
and they're not gonna.
you
Yeah,
know?
you get spanking,
Oh.
and you're not gonna get in. Yeah. So, anyway, Stan, sorry, you were gonna ask something.
No, I was just gonna ask, like, would you guys then say that you were like close growing up? Because like it sounds like you guys spend a lot of good times together, but then also like it doesn't seem like you're like super close. So is it just kind of like you guys had like a good relationship, but you just weren't super close?
Yeah, so like I said, I never bullied him. We got along fine when we were together, right? It's just that we were never together. Like I was always doing my own thing, you know, like there wasn't many opportunities apart from like family trips. Like if we, or
Yeah.
our parents, for example, dropped us off at our grandparents' house in Batangas, then we will be forcefully spending time there because like where else would you go, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
then we would be walking on like fields, like sugarcane
Sugarcane
fields,
fields, yeah.
Oh, cool.
trying to find like cool stuff to pick up from like the dirt floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, climbing trees.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
Tan,
yeah.
did you used to climb the mango trees with me?
No, I was too fat.
Oh my gosh, stop.
It was true. I'm like I couldn't pull myself up. Plus,
It's not that you
plus-
were tiny, right?
plus I was
Like,
scared that the branches will break.
what?
Yeah,
No,
seriously.
The trees were just very tall and you were small.
But
'cause you
even
were
then,
always-
even then, when we were over there, we still wouldn't be hanging out because I was with the guy cousins.
yeah.
Oh, you had other cousins there as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I was old enough to hang out with the youngest set of
Like
aunts and
adults?
uncles. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I would be with my aunts, you know, and we would just sit and talk as you do.
Of
And
Sit
like
and gossip.
gossip.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. While eating like fresh mangoes, like, you know,
Mm.
underneath the mango tree outside.
Under the shade, yeah, yeah,
Under
yeah.
the shade, because you don't, inside is too hot, you know, so
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
always outside. Yeah, just like chilling.
But weren't you? But also, there's not a lot of girls.
No, yeah.
Like
there was
amongst your cousins?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was just me and Portia.
Yeah, that's right, Portia. Yeah.
That's it. And we were both really introverted, very
Correct.
quiet.
Yeah.
So we would just sit like good girls and just, you know, let the boys get in trouble. Run
True.
around. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
where they would go. I don't know where you would disappear. Like I don't know where you would go.
Well,
Did you care? Were you like, I wonder where John is? I wonder if
Nah.
he's like getting in
No,
trouble.
like you weren't
No.
worried of him like causing a ruckus or
No,
hurting
nobody
himself?
was worried back
Exactly,
then.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you could just like disappear and like people would just assume that you were playing. Like
Oh, and then like
you
people will
know?
know like, okay, like they'll come
Yeah,
back
it's
around dinner
fine.
time.
They'll come back. Exactly.
Yeah, and we would wake up. We would wake up early morning, like before the sun is up. So like 5 o'clock,
Wow.
like us guy cousins. And also for scale, there would be like maybe 5-7 guys, and then there's my
Yeah.
sister and Portia.
And like two of us,
Oh,
like the
right.
girl cousins.
You were very outnumbered.
And the thing
Yeah.
too is, I mean, obviously we also have other girl cousins too, but they're way older than my sister and Portia
see.
at that time. And also they wouldn't come over.
They weren't there.
Exactly, they wouldn't come
Yeah.
over.
Okay.
Anyway, we would wake up way early in the morning to go hunt for spiders.
I know, I hate spiders, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be volunteering myself to join that, right? and you have to wake up super early because they're still sleeping in their webs
that
before the sun.
that
This
and,
is this is crazy.
You're learning stuff, right?
that and the morning dew. It's
Yes.
It's easier to find the webs when the morning dew is caught
Makes it
on the
visible.
webs.
So
Exactly.
what? Like
Right.
what? Do you guys have like a little like water bottle like that you put the spiders in?
No, we have matchboxes.
Oh my god. Wait, you burned them?
No, we would keep the. We would keep the. It's an empty matchbox. We would keep the
I think you
matchboxes.
go around setting them on fire.
No, what the heck?
We just took a left turn.
Addie, what is wrong with you? No, we
Use
are not
the
cruel.
matchbox. What
We
was
are
I
not
supposed-
cruel
And
to
then-
the spiders. We just set
They're
them
not
off with
that
fireworks.
cruel.
Anyway,
And then
sorry.
so you catch them in your matchbox, and you bring them home. Like,
Yes.
what do you
Yes.
Yes.
Wait,
do? So are you like, what are those? Like, are you and you like?
I don't even know if they knew they were poisonous. Imagine, right? Like if they're actually like it's a tropical country.
So
there,
we
right?
could-
you.
We could
know what?
identify which ones are battling ones, and which ones are like lame.
You catch
scary
spiders.
ones.
You
To
play
battle.
real life Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That took a left turn for me because I'm like, oh wow, like John's so sweet. He's catching the spiders to like, protect his sister. No.
No.
No,
Catching
no,
it
no,
to
no.
play.
Yeah.
It
You know
is-
what?
that
This
is
checks
not
out,
it.
Though. This checks out. When I was little in Taiwan, like I used to like on mornings of the rainy days, I used to go around my school before class would start, and then like I would catch not spiders. I'm like kind of freaked out of spiders, but I would catch snails, and then I used to put them in my pencil case. I brought them home
Oh,
one time,
no.
and my mom
Ew.
got so mad at me. She's just like, "What the hell is this?" And then she threw out my whole ass pencil case. I was so sad.
Imagine as the mom, you open the pencil case, and it's all snails.
It's like crawling in.
Like
I was
lives.
Mom, I said, "Mom, look!" And then she thought I was gonna show her like my favorite pencil or my favorite pencil crayon. I opened the thing, and it's just snails.
Oh my god, that's so
No,
scary.
so we would take the spiders, we'd throw them in matchboxes, and the matchboxes have compartments.
Oh my god.
So it would
They
be
DIY'd it.
exactly,
to have
yeah.
compartments.
So it would be like a 3x3. So there's like 9
Oh
cute
my
tiny
goodness.
spaces for the spiders to rest in.
spider
Right.
condos. Yeah.
Spider condos, yeah.
Oh my god.
And then if you find a really colorful one, they sell for a lot. So we would then take him all the way back to the city where we live, and then sell it,
I didn't know you guys sold the spiders.
and then sell it to friends who are like, oh yeah, we'll sell this for like 5 pesos or whatever.
Because they're like
Or 10.
cool, like they're like shiny Pokemon with
No,
high stats.
because they can battle. Like you
they
would,
eat the other spiders.
they eat the other spiders. So you would battle them with spiders.
Look at your faces. I wish the listeners can see your expression.
So the arena for battling the spiders is basically like a skewer, like one stick skewer, and then you would put one spider on one end, another spider on the other end.
do you handle them with your hand or do you
Yes.
just,
No, you handle it. in.
I know, right? Like I could never.
If you blow on them, they curl up,
Oh my gosh.
and then they sleep, quote unquote. They sleep.
Oh my gosh.
because of
Anyway.
the carbon dioxide?
Anyway, and then from the end to end, obviously they'll see the other spider at the end, so then they'll run at each other and they'll start fighting.
Oh my
So they'll
goodness.
start fighting in the middle, and then the winner would always like wrap the other one in spider web,
Oh my god.
and then your spider wins, and then you put it back in your matchbox.
Is this like a common Filipino
Yes.
boy growing up story? Like again,
Oh.
I'm going to like confer with like my friends, and I'm like, if I tell them this story, are they gonna look at me like I'm crazy?
First, you have to ask if they're city boys or if they're province boys.
Oh,
And if they're province boys, like this story will check
Then they
out.
would know. Yes, yeah.
okay.
They would
And
know.
all the meanwhile, you're like spider Pokemon battling. Or so were you just like what, reading a book or?
There were no books, but actually I would read the newspapers, like the weekly newspapers.
yeah,
Like
this
it was
is
so
why you're
sad.
so
Like
smart.
I was so bored that I would read just a newspaper.
Did you
because there
feel
was
left
nothing to
out
do.
of spider battling?
No, I would not join them.
She doesn't
But like
care.
I don't care about that. But like, what can a 10-year-old or an 8-year-old do in the middle of rice fields and sugarcane fields, right?
Yeah.
So there's like no entertainment. There's no TV. First of all, my grandmother, bless her soul,
May she rest in peace. Yes.
may she rest in peace, she would refuse to turn the channels to a different channel on
'Cause
TV
it'll
because
break
like
the
it'll break the
TV?
TV.
my
Like
God.
you
I-
don't
I
interact
checked
with the
out.
TV, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to interact with the TV, the buttons, you have to protect the buttons.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Right?
So funny.
So yeah, and then the TV only turns on at night when the news starts and then all the dramas start.
Correct.
So like during the day, and also waste of electricity. Do not waste electricity by
This
turning on
also checks out. Yes.
by turning on any of the appliances, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like you have to go outside and sit outside. So like what can you do? Like I would usually, if we're not snacking on fruits and whatever's available growing on the land, we would like I would count airplanes passing by or like look at the clouds. What shape is that cloud? No, honestly.
I
And
remember.
then-
No, I believe you. I believe you.
yeah, like this is it. This is prime entertainment for us.
Facts.
Or we would go for like walks around the property. Like, but it's like, you know, like we're not allowed to go that far. Like we have to stay in our little casa,
Yeah.
hacienda, whatever,
This
right?
all checks out. This all checks because
Yeah.
like so, like in Taiwan, I also grew up in I grew up kind of like in a mixed situation where like I lived in the city, but I literally went to school in like a mountain,
Like
I
a
have to,
rural
like,
area. Yeah.
like I have to like drive up into a mountainous like area. and
Isn't
all
that
around-
reverse? Like,
Yeah.
don't people usually go to the city
it's,
for
it's
school?
like the weirdest thing. To me, it was normal because that's just how I grew up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes what happens is because one of my aunts live in that community, so I would stay over the weekend. So during the weekend, that's exactly what I would do because there's nothing to do there.
Right.
So like I would go out and catch snails and then like look at the clouds.
And put him on pencil case.
Oh my goodness. And freak out your mom.
So all this checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
For-
like, okay, so like this is like kind of how you guys grew up, right? Do you remember when John kind of like got into music and what that was like?
Honestly, I think that was closer to his teens. Like, so my dad, if Dan, keep me honest, he bought a guitar.
Yes, for
and
you.
he brought it. Yeah, for me. I don't know why.
And you stole it.
I don't know why. So he bought it for me, and I remember trying to like teach myself how to play this guitar, right? And then obviously my brothers were around, and they also were curious, right? And so we shared the guitar, right? Then,
Yeah.
and then from then on, I think he just took off. Like he did more with the guitar than I ever did, obviously. And yeah, because I think the main difference between Atan and me is like he's a performer and I hate performing. So, you know,
Like,
like
don't
he
put you on the
just
stage. Don't put you in front
yeah,
of the crowd.
no.
We-
So
We actually also, by the way, that guitar is still alive to this day.
It is still
It's
alive.
Wow.
downstairs.
it made its way to Canada.
Yeah.
Wow.
It has broken into pieces. My dad has glued it back together.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
it's still working. Like it's still able to play. You can still play it. Yeah.
Is your whole family like very musical?
Yes, because my sister knows how to play guitar. My dad knows how to play guitar. My brother does too,
And
I
you
do as
obviously
well.
don't.
And my mom can sing as well. And my dad can sing as well. Yeah.
I think we're all musically inclined.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
genetically, I want to say. yeah.
Genetically. Like my dad has a really good voice.
That's not a flex, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait, what
No,
do you
no,
think
no.
is
Like,
not-
but it
Oh, yeah.
totally should be.
Yeah.
Like he's very active in church, right? Like he
Church
leads
choir,
the choir.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
so I mean, you know, I think he tried his best to get us into that activity as well growing up, but like I said, I'm not a performer. You could not pay me
We-
to be in front of the church to like sing.
But we
Yeah.
did. Do you remember?
But I think I don't remember. I don't know.
We
Maybe.
did.
I don't know.
We was our family, our entire family, us five.
Oh my
was,
God, in
was
the
a
Philippines.
choir for a church.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's actually
Yeah.
so like that's so cute. All 5 of you together.
Yeah. We were the choir for that one church for that one night.
And then did you guys
For
naturally
one
just like
night.
5-part harmony? Like,
No. Like I was playing guitar. Like I was playing guitar. My dad was playing guitar, and then my brother was playing bongos. I think like some kind of percussion.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
wow.
And then my brother and my sister and my mom were singing. I mean, we were
To
all
be
singing.
clear, I was voluntold to do that.
Correct.
You didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
No,
I would not
didn't
choose
wanna do
this.
it.
As
So-
is our childhood, it was a lot of it was voluntelling. Yeah.
Well, right. Like as I think naturally for most children
Exactly.
lives growing up, like
Exactly,
most of the stuff is just being voluntold by their parents, like gotta do this, and then you go do it,
Yeah.
right? And then so like were you like surprised when John decided, like, hey, he wants to take this music thing more seriously? Like how did you kind of feel about that when because like I don't really
Yeah.
I guess I don't really know John as like a teenager or in his
You know, you ask me that, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Like at that time, Dan, how old were you when you started
Performing.
seriously getting into music and recording and all that? Where was I? Because I wasn't around the house.
Okay, I get for baseline as his
Yeah.
theme, like if you've noticed, we were very separated.
Yeah.
we were very compartmentalized as kids,
Yeah, yeah.
and we didn't really, it was weird for me. There was a time when she showed up in one of my gigs, and it was weird. because
Oh.
she, yeah,
Oh.
because she
Really?
never shows up to my gigs. Yeah, because again,
I
we were
don't think-
we were
I
very.
don't think I was
compartmentalized.
even home. Did I move out by then? I think
I
so.
don't know.
Were you maybe
I think so.
university already? Maybe.
Yeah, I was already in university for sure.
Sorry, to answer your question, age-wise, 16
Yeah.
was when I started, quote
Okay.
unquote, professionally, i.e., getting paid to do stuff. Yeah.
Right.
So you were 16, which makes me like 21, and I was definitely in university. I probably moved out, like and lived closer to school because I couldn't do the commute anymore.
In
And
Toronto,
then
yeah.
and then by that time I wouldn't even come home on weekends because then over the weekend I would work.
Oh wow.
So so I was barely home.
Correct.
And
yeah.
and I had to work because I was supporting myself to school. So you know, like, so when I found out that he had this gig going, and I think I did go to support him, right? Like that one.
Yeah, that one
performance.
Yeah.
And then after that, I got busy again. And then, like, it was like that part, I'm not too sure what happened. And then, like, there's, most recently, we got closer again because, like, my brother is a great example of coming up with ideas.
Yes.
And
AKA this podcast.
The idea guy. Yeah, the
the
ideas guy.
idea guy. And he's like, Ate guy, why don't we like hang out more and like have a consistent schedule of hanging out? So so we started doing that.
Sorry,
We
just
started doing
for
that.
time frame wise, this is like 15 years later.
A lot
okay?
of years. A lot
Like,
of years.
We are grown
right?
people. She had
Yeah.
kids.
I
And,
had
like,
2 kids
yeah,
later,
we were
you
all-
know?
yeah.
So this is like
Yeah.
recently you guys decided to reconnect and like find
Yeah.
out more about each other, I'm guessing.
No, because as you mentioned, like we were always thinking about why did this happen
Yeah.
versus versus why are we not close at the guy? Like that was
Exactly,
his
yeah.
question, Like I'm like, I don't know. It's not like I disliked you or anything. Like I
Exactly,
said,
yeah.
I never bullied him. Like we got along
That
fine.
still holds true.
Yeah. Like we got along fine, but we just never made enough opportunities to actually bond together as
Right.
siblings. And so to do that, we have to like be more proactive. And Jonathan is very good at this, right? Like he
Yes.
will make time for you when he decides to do something. He will make time for you,
Yeah.
right? So now we're making time for each other, and he will always message me on WhatsApp like, "The guy, when is our date?
When is our
Check
April?
my calendar.
Yeah, when is our March? When is our May?
I know.
Yeah.
Like, let me check my calendar, because it's not easy juggling all of the things. As
Oh,
a,
of course.
Because the questions that
busy
Stan was
person.
asking was like, what were you doing when we were hunting spiders? Like
Yeah.
It's
do you
only
know what I was doing?
No, that's the thing, right?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's only now that we're starting to talk about. That's why I was shocked too that she learned how to read because she was so bored and she was legitimately
so bored.
reading newspapers. That was her only that was her activity.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
us boys were literally probably throwing mud piles on a beehive, running away. Like actually, like just starting shit. like, like wearing plastic bags over our heads so we don't get stuck.
I have a headache. Stop.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
like we were very separate beings. Like growing up, even through high school, we went to the same high school for a year, right? Like, and people didn't even know we were siblings
No, we were siblings. I don't know. Do we not look alike? How can they not know that?
because we never interacted with each other, right?
Our last names were the same. Like,
But nobody asked.
Did they call you by your first name, right?
no,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think my friends knew you or my brother.
Oh,
Yeah. Like the friends that I still see in the Philippines when I come home. Like they knew even back
yeah,
then.
but
that you
yeah,
were-
because they came around and we were kids.
they visited our house.
Exactly, yeah.
We hanged out.
You know what's
yeah.
funny? One core memory of mine is you were listening to an anime song
Oh yeah.
back when we were kids, but your friends were over, and I started singing Japanese, quote unquote Japanese.
Yeah.
And then one of your friends was like, one of your girlfriends, I think it was Rachel, I think.
Probably.
She was
yeah.
like, "Oh, he knows how to sing this song. He's so cute." And I was like,
Oh.
"Yeah,
Brownie points.
yeah." I was like, "Yeah," you know.
I find it so
Nihongo. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Nihongo sugoi da.
Stop.
Sorry, Addie, you were gonna say something.
No, I was just gonna say, like, I think it's so interesting because a lot of times when you see siblings that, spend that much time apart and have such a big age gap, they just, don't have much of a relationship, which, like you, to your point, at the beginning, at that time, you guys didn't have a very close relationship. But just from everything that you're both saying, like, you guys still cared about each other. Like, even though you weren't close, like Chris said, you would make an effort to go to one of his gigs, right? I feel like a lot of siblings, if you're going to be, such a big age gap, so separate in terms of like your lives you're leading, it's so easy to forget to even do those little things. But it still sounds like you guys still made an effort. So even though you weren't close, you still cared about each other.
But that was weird because
Oh, that was weird.
because we don't do that shit. That's why I said when
Okay.
when she showed up to one of my gigs,
Yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" You know, like
First of all, that was not my natural habitat, right? Like
Exactly.
there's like it's a bar. Like I don't do that. Like I was very much like you would imagine a good Asian studious girl who just
straight
studied,
arrow, bro. Yeah.
straight arrow, never missed.
Yeah.
That was me. And to be in a bar, I don't even know how did I get there. Our parents were there.
Our parents were
Like,
there.
Okay, so then I just went with them.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I would never go by myself to a bar, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's important that we caught that at our age, at our old age, and that we're taking steps to like fix it, because at the end of the day, right? Like our parents are getting old. At one point, like knock on wood, like it'll just be me and Nathan. Right? And like if we don't have any kind of bond or close sibling relationship, it would be a sad thing. Like looking at my kids, I would want them to be close later on, right? Like I would want them to still hang out with each other when I'm not there, right? So it's actually like I'm modeling that behavior for them, which is good. So thank you, Tito.
No
Thank
worries,
you.
man.
I think
You
that's
made your
so-
niece proud.
Yeah, I think that's so important because
Yeah.
my brother and I were kind of the same. So I have an older brother that's like 8 years older than me.
Wow.
We don't really have like a relationship just because of the age gap, and also because when we're growing up, same thing as you guys, like we're very compartmentalized.
Yeah.
And I used to be John, where like I'm trying to impress his friends by doing like dumb
Yeah.
things here, like sugoi, like the same
Kakui
thing.
there.
Yeah. And then but now like so because my brother lives in Asia, so like we don't actually have the opportunity like you guys to be like, hey, let's catch up, even though so growing up we had a lot of animosity towards each other, but that's just because we were both boys.
You're
I
both
think.
boys, yeah.
So we just fought, and then because of the distance now we just don't have a chance to really like I think repair this relationship. And then so I think seeing you guys, it's like, oh, it's really nice for you guys to like have this opportunity to like reconnect, to build a bond and things like that. Actually, that being said, I have a question, because you guys said that you guys kind of try to meet up maybe like once or twice a month, and then you guys are maybe like catching up and like getting to know each other again. Previously, John said that his life was like not like very on track, or like he's like very lost in terms of what he wants to do. And then it wasn't until I think your daughter was born that he
Right.
really wanted to turn his life around. And then so you just said it, I hope he's made his niece proud, because we're very proud of him, and he hates hearing that, but we are.
I do. What are you saying?
Right? But I wanted to ask, like, is that something you saw as well? Like, did you see like a difference in John when your daughter was born, and like how he interacted with you, with her, in his own life, and his changes and transformation?
Yeah, so honestly, like that, when I brought my daughter home, like obviously I was in a haze. It was hard to like cope with anything. But fast forward, like now that you guys mentioned that, and Jonathan has mentioned it to me a couple of times too, where he had that awakening of like, okay, well, this is my current life. Is this it for me, right? Obviously not, because he made changes to better himself, right? So like I can see that he actually, delivered and that he executed towards that goal of becoming better, which is like, to me, that's like a very Atan thing to do, but also like,
What does that mean?
like if you decide to do something, you're gonna do it. But
It's true.
But the decision part, like
This-
to
this
get
is
to
the
that
tea.
decision
This is the tea. Tell me.
is the hard part for him.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
my brother and I are very similar, but we're also very different. Because
Yeah.
to me, like I will decide to do something, and it's just like I just decide to do something. I just do it, you know. Like, but for him, it's like he has to weigh the pros and cons.
Yeah.
Right.
And like see how like that aligns with his values. He's very value centric.
Yeah.
Like how it aligns with his values, and then he's gonna start thinking about how to get there. You know, like I skip all of that. Like I'm just like, okay,
All
this
right,
is where we need to
decided,
go.
I'm gonna do
yeah,
it.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna do it, and then we'll deal with like the periphery stuff that happens
Like, as
on
we
the side,
go.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
if something breaks, I'll fix it then, but I'll just do the thing now, right?
Yeah.
Whereas Jonathan would be like, what if something breaks? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to do it. Like, you know? But, you know, just going back to the point, like, he decided he's going to go back to school to study.
I
And he
did.
did that. And then he didn't just go back to school to study. He, like, graduated, like, top of his class, right?
Yeah,
like,
I
he,
did.
you know, like, so his goal was, like, exceeded. You know
I
what I
did.
mean? And then, you know, like he started working away from like the creative pursuit, right? Which to him must be a big decision, right? Like his that's like not that was not his primary, like that wasn't his dream, right? So that was a big decision too. So like I really respect him for that. And so yeah, like I think he made huge progress, you know, with his life back then.
I think Lulu thinks I'm cool.
Yeah, honest. No, but even though, like, even just playing the guitar, my daughter thinks you're cool, right? That you guys
Yo.
jam, right?
We
Do
did,
you
we
remember
did.
that?
I do.
When I was giving birth to my son, Jonathan was actually the babysitter. Like, he stayed with my daughter at home.
sweet.
Yeah. And then at the hospital, they sent us, like, a recording of them jamming together with the guitar. It was so cute. Do you still have that, Dad?
I have the
don't
video.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were, like, just chilling, right? Like, I'm like, you know, like just knowing that my daughter is in safe hands with like his tito, her tito is like, you know, is good. So regardless,
Lulu was
yeah.
like, Tito, let's play another song, and I was like, okay. And honestly, legit, right? Lulu sings on key, like actually.
Part
Maybe-
of the genetics.
Probably,
Yep.
It's
right?
the
Probably.
genetics.
And the crazy part is, right? Like I would just play like chord progression, and she would just sing. She's like, I'll just make up the words. I'll just make up the
Oh.
lyrics. And legit, she did. And no joke, I don't know how old she was then.
She was 5.
Yeah. And the thing was, she was rhyming too.
What?
Like she would hold the notes and then she would rhyme it.
She would compose on the
Exactly,
spot.
yeah. Like
Yo,
she would
that's
freestyle it.
amazing.
I know. I was like, holy crap. And then I'd try to harmonize with her, and
Right.
then we'd start and then we ended up developing the chorus. Yeah.
Oh,
And then we would just go back to the chorus. And then we did that we created maybe 3 songs basically. Like
Do you still have those songs recorded?
I have the video, yeah, I still have the
Wow.
videos. Yeah,
Oh my
yeah, yeah.
goodness, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
That's why I was like, I'm sad now. I mean, she's grown up now, I guess, so she's more
I
like
know.
insecure.
She's different
about,
now.
you.
Exactly. Yeah. But so she doesn't sing anymore. But like we still talk about that stuff.
So like I mean like that's kind of like where I wanted to ask, right? Like do you feel like your daughter would be like proud of him and be like, yeah, like, you know, if she goes out, be like, yes, this is my Tito.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I think like they could still. Right. So my brother, who is amazing, does not drive. And
I'm cutting that out.
yeah, so my kids are like asking me last weekend only, actually, like, why does Tito not drive? I'm like, I don't know. You ask him. And then, because then if he did drive, like I'm sure that they would go places with him because he's the cool Tito, right? Like they're proud of him. They want to hang out, right?
I'm the only Tito, bro.
He's well, that's not true, but my
Oh,
husband
your
has.
husband's
There's a
side.
lot of Titos on my husband's side, right? But yeah, they would voluntarily hang out with Tito if he picked them up. So
True.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah, and
Well,
just do stuff together.
Perhaps something to strive towards.
To think about,
I
yeah.
know.
Actually, you know, can we just go back to when I decided to ask my sister out and to do monthlies?
Yeah.
Because we're now what, like maybe 3 years, 2 years, 3 years,
2 years
2 years.
more than.
So
yeah.
every month we would go on a date once every month And we haven't missed a month, except for the last one because you were overseas, because you were in the
Yeah.
Philippines.
I was in
Fair,
the
fair.
Philippines.
Which I was mad about. I was like, man, let's just go out November twice, bro. I
Doesn't
I'm
work
busy.
like that.
See, exactly. See,
Yeah.
you guys are hearing it. See, anyway, I was on a walk as all my revelations
Of course.
come to me, right?
Yep, this tracks.
I was on a walk, and in this walk, one of my routes is actually I passed by like 3 schools, 2 private one and 1 public school, and I see this older sister. Maybe she's like 12, I want to say. She had to pick up her younger sister in the elementary school, one of the elementary school, and I want to say she's like 6, right?
Yeah.
And you can see that this older sister is like bothered, but she's like, "Ugh," like I don't want to pick up my younger sister, right?
Yeah.
Because like she's so like troubled by it and whatever. And her younger sister is like picking up rocks and like picking up pebbles, right? Like behind her, right?
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
like, "Come on, hurry up, let's go. I want to go home," right? Like
Right,
she was
right.
saying that, and I can hear that because I don't have headphones on. See, Stan? See where I'm getting? Anyway, so then I noticed that I'm like, oh my god, like this girl is so bothered by her little sister, and I know she picked her up because her parents told her to, right? But she still did it, and her younger sister, she's oblivious to her older sister's frustration.
Of course.
Right? And
She's
she
in
was
her
just-
world. She's like,
exactly. She was just
best
vibing.
part, like, I
yeah,
picked
she was
the
just
rocks.
vibing. Yeah, my sister picked me up, and now we're
Yeah.
like walking through the park and whatever. And all I could think about was like, holy shit! Like I'm not jealous of it, but like me and my sister never did that. Like we never had that.
We never walked to school together.
Exactly.
Even though the school, well, first of all, it was different schools.
Yeah.
Like I would turn a left and you would turn a right
Correct.
after we leave our street,
Yeah,
right?
correct,
So it wasn't even along the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I was, and then I thought of that, and then immediately after that, I texted my sister. I was like, "Hey, we should do a monthly thing. Like we should get together a monthly thing." And also, I mean, I'm comfortable enough to share this. There was 3 of us. My brother did pass. Our brother rather, our brother did pass, and that was also the catalyst to be like, "Hey, we should probably do something." Not
Together.
exactly, not to remedy per se, but to like kind of have an upgrade to the current relationship style that we have, right? So
Yeah.
anyway,
Kind of like
that's-
now it's really just the 2 of you, so you gotta cherish this even more.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Anyway, there you go. Not to be sad about it, but
sorry, did we answer your questions? I don't know. You're just like roundabout.
So
That's okay.
Yeah.
This happens a lot. We take a detour, and then we take a
Yeah.
bus, and then we take a speedboat.
Yeah.
and then we
true,
take
true.
another bus,
And then we
many,
swim.
many transitions, yes,
Yeah,
many
yeah,
vehicles,
yeah.
yeah, true.
I'm curious, like, because like you said, growing up, you guys were kind of like there, but living separate lives in a lot of ways. Do you feel like the Jonathan that you remember from childhood, like he's obviously changed, but like, is he still there? Like the kid that you remember, like in the core, he's still that same person.
I think he's the same person,
the
honestly.
spider battling.
Despite all of the trauma that he has to, like, that he has under his belt now, I think he's still there. Like, he still has this spark. I know, like, sometimes he's too tired or like burnt out about certain things, but he still has that like Jonathan quality. Like, where like he has the things that he find important, like he keeps that close. Whereas other people are distracted by like just everyday life.
Of course.
Like Jonathan knows what's important to him, and he's like, he doesn't forget that, So
True.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
you're gonna cry?
really good.
This is so sweet.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna cry?
No, because like like for me, I'm too busy sometimes that I don't even think about these things. But Jonathan always he has deep thoughts,
He has,
and he
deep-
shares them, right?
Girl, he's got deep thoughts.
Right?
Stop. Okay. Well,
And he's sharing them, which is good because like when we're together, I'm always like the practical sister. Like I don't have a
Yes.
lot of talking points, right? Like how often can we talk about my kids or like my work, right? But when Jonathan comes up with these deep thoughts, now we're talking. Like, okay, yeah, like this happened because XYZ, like our family. We always gossip about our family, for example. You know, like and how that relates to his recent deep thought. I don't know.
Right.
During his walks.
It's called insightfulness, okay?
There you go. Okay.
But it's funny because like I try to identify like why are we the way that we are, you know? Like because again, like you guys said, we lived in the same house but we were very compartmentalized. So subconsciously we have not very obvious parallels to
Right.
how our parents raised us, right? So I was trying to identify. I'm like, did you feel this way when our parents did this? You know, our dad always did this. Our mom always did this. And then eventually she's like, yeah, that's true. Maybe that is why I'm like this. I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's why I'm like this.
Yeah. And Jonathan and I balance each other. Like we grew up in the same household. The same rules applied to both of us, but we turn out different.
Very different.
Right?
We turn out very different.
So like I'm the more like practical, logical
Type
person
A.
who's like, yeah, like I could be to a fault turn off like the emotional part of things where I'm like, okay, like this is what we need to do. Whereas I think, and Jonathan, keep me honest, Jonathan is a lot more in touch with his emotions. Which if we're typecasting, I'm the girl in this relationship, right? Like should be the opposite, but I'm also the eldest. So I think we're just following like the other norms. And Jonathan is the youngest. So he's like the more insightful, emotional side of the coin. And I'm like, you know, the more type A,
And you know,
logical side of the coin.
when we were kids, I was a crybaby. Like I would
He
cry.
was.
Like I would cry for everything. I would, and I was made fun of, and I was bullied, and I was teased for being a crybaby. Right?
Really?
Especially as a boy.
That's true. Especially
Yeah.
in like the Asia,
Asian
like
country,
East
yeah.
Asia area.
Yeah.
You're supposed to
For
be stone
sure.
cold, right? And
Yeah.
one of the podcasts I've discussed this with my sister. I don't know if you remember, but one of the podcasts I was listening to was when kids are like that, like they cry all the time and they're very emotional.
Yeah.
She labeled them. I'm pretty sure you can Google this. They're called like super feelers.
Oh.
Like they are super empathetic to
Yeah.
everything around them. So that's why they are overwhelmed by that emotion, and then all they can do is cry, like a toy breaking. Like they're empathetic
yeah.
to the toy's pain, right?
Yeah.
That like the leg broke, etc., etc.
Right.
And like it's actually a good thing that a child is a super feeler. Like it's actually a
Yeah.
it's actually a feature.
Oh, okay.
I think so. It's a feature, but then society or maybe like the people around the child thinks it's a bug.
Exactly.
And they want to fix it.
Correct.
Versus we should not fix it.
Yes.
Right? And then now fast forward, we have all these anxious adults that didn't learn how to feel their emotions.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
AKA me.
Me too. Me too.
Right? So now I'm like, you know, like when I'm sad or anxious, I'm like, why am I sad? Why am I anxious? You know, like I have to really work on identifying the source because I'm just so good at ignoring that at that moment when it happens, and then later on I have all these bottled up emotions of anxiety and I'm like, I don't know where it came from, like help.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that,
So yeah.
and that's why I'm insightful now, because I've identified that I was like, oh, like I have a pretty good grasp on the root of how I feel the way that I feel, or like what the problem is, right? Or like how did it lead to this, right? Like I'm not, I mean, obviously, extreme example, I'm not mad about a murderer murdering somebody. Because I want to identify what led to you becoming a murderer. You know, like your upbringing, etc. I know, Stan, and that's why I said extreme example. But like I just turned that extremely on my end. You know, like why am I
Like
the
you
way
can
that I am?
empathize.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
why am I like? What is this really about? Right? Like, you know, like why are you crying when you spilled your ice cream at
Yeah,
like,
I'm not that person.
right? Like what is this? Then you can kind of deconstruct them. Also, because my sister toot my horn, I will toot hers.
Wow. You don't have to.
Well,
You don't have to be forced to do
We
it.
kind of have to. So as you guys know, my sister is like academically, got the president's award, you know. And then
She said earlier, she's a straight arrow that never misses.
Correct.
And I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I don't doubt that at all.
like her lowest marks. We were talking about this on our last get together, which was this week. Her lowest mark was on 98.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean anything, guys.
it does.
It doesn't.
Okay, sorry.
In real
for,
life,
for the
it doesn't
record,
mean
out
anything.
of what, like 8 subjects, 98. So everything is 99. Okay, and she can't get a perfect. Actually, I'm pretty sure you have hundreds there. You have a couple of hundred
Nah,
there.
I don't like. But in the school systems, there's a 98.1. You know, there's
Oh,
still
true.
the decimal.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's a scale.
Yeah,
too,
there's a
okay?
scale. So you can't just be a 98. You could be a 98.1, and you'd beat someone who's 98. You know, 98.4. Like they'd beat you by 0.3.
Oh my god.
When we were kids, my parents like a graduation ceremony, right, from elementary school. My parents never sat down because they were always up, walking to the stage, putting medals on my sister,
Oh my gosh.
with the teachers and the principals giving her the awards.
Yeah.
Like she looked like a Christmas tree at the end
And
of the
I would be
ceremony.
embarrassed the whole time, right,
'Cause you
guys?
didn't
Because like
want
I don't want to perform. Like, can you just let me sit down? So like
right.
that's why I don't think I have a memory of this, because I just like
blocked it.
You
blocked it out.
dramatic.
Yeah, like I don't like being the center of attention.
In any case, she was. And that kind of kept on, like that academic responsibility and like, you know, ability to just perform in that way. Like it kept going. I mean, you weren't valedictorian weren't you valedictorian in high school too? Like before we left the Philippines,
No,
right? No?
no. They measured valedictorians differently here, right? Like
do,
you
they
have
do.
to be social, which I am not.
Yeah. yeah.
You know, like you have to be.
It was all based off marks over there.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
there it's all about your tests.
In
and
any
all that.
case, my point that I'm trying to say is that not even me, even like Kyung Kim, the one in Korea, the person that I stayed at, because he lived with us and he met my sister a handful of times, and my sister is basically like the compass of like, if you're ever questioning which direction in life you want to go to, just look at where your sister's at and then head that way.
He said that. Wow.
I mean, I said that.
Oh, you said that. Okay.
Yeah. And like that, and I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. Like that is like she's like the North Star. You know.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't know what's going on up here.
Well, that's
Don't do it.
but that's always been the case, right? Like,
Yeah.
and you're really good at obviously performing. That you're like, okay, fuck everything else, put everything else aside. I gotta perform here, and then you know you deliver that, and then look where you're now, and that's kind of where you aim. You know, point is, I know we're at the hour mark, but the point is, I know that I will never be in front of my sister.
What do you mean? I think you're already in front of me in different ways.
Well,
right?
I guess
in unseen ways.
I guess
in unseen
I
ways.
guess like a grass is
right?
greener situation.
Yeah. In unseen ways. I know like society would look at me and where I am in my family and be like, oh, look, she did so much with her life, right? But that's not it. Like, that's not the important part. Like true happiness does not come with material possessions, you know, like peace does not come from my salary, for example. You know, like
Like there's so much more to life.
there's
right?
so much there's so much more important things in life, and that for me at this advanced age of almost 39 this year,
That is not
I'm-
advanced. Okay, I'm only half a step behind you. Relax. You gotta tell me that the good stuff is coming up.
listen Stan,
Give me hope.
when was it, like last year I read that we are middle aged, like this is it, like we've
No.
reached the pinnacle, like
30
37 38
30
is
the new
middle age.
20.
I know, that's what they say, and 40 is
Tell
the
me-
new 30, right?
tell me
But in
this.
terms of average lifespan in North America, we are like at that midpoint in the parabola.
Oh my god.
And now it's just a matter of going down the hill, okay?
Oh,
like,
no.
so we have to do our best not to go down the hill, right? Like, take care of ourselves. And part of taking care of ourselves is mentally realizing that yes, we've reached this top of the hill, but that's, you know, like there's other things that we need to take care of, right? Like being more insightful, being like less, like more empathetic with our own selves, right? Like I have to be more kind to myself, because as Jonathan said, like you know, I don't even care about what I have to sacrifice in order to get to the goal. But that's not right. Like you have to balance everything. Exactly. Like you have to balance everything, because at the end of the day, you know, like I wanna be a good sister to my brother, right? Like a good mom to my kids, and a good wife to my husband, right? Like and just like, you know, like the material things, the possessions, that goes away. Like that could be taken. Like tomorrow Trump could do something and our housing market would crash, and then like like all the things that I worked hard for
Yeah.
may not be there anymore, right? Like, but like your peace from your inner peace can always be there, right? So
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. And also just John, just based on what you said, I think it's not about like being in front or whatever. I think
Yeah.
like everyone now, like not just YouTube, but like everyone, like we're all adults, right? And I think we're like all grown up to be our own individual person. Like, I think all of us strive in some areas and then also could use a little bit of work in other areas.
Yeah.
Right. So I think it's not really about like being in front or whatever, but I do see that both of you have such respect for each other, and I think that's really important, and I think that that's something to be able to showcase to our listeners today, and also I think as a good example to the future generation. So for nieces and nephews, for your children, right? And I think that's really important.
And I just want to create a baseline. I know we're at the very, very tail end. I just want to create the baseline. Again, this is very recent. This is a very recent development.
Better
between me
late
and my
than
sister.
never.
Exactly, right? So for whoever's, and I know there are some people who don't have great relationships with their siblings, right? But I think the point is, the moral of the story, if there's one thing to take away from this entire episode, is that it's not too late, and you just need to text your sibling and just be like, hey, let's go have lunch.
Yeah, and if they love you even a little bit, they will make an effort.
Exactly, right? They're gonna be like, what the fuck, this is weird. Just as how my
Just-
sister
yeah.
showed up to my gig, it was weird, right? But you made
But then
the
it's like,
effort.
okay, let's go to dinner.
Exactly, yeah. But
Exactly,
then let's go to
yeah.
dinner. And it's that,
Yeah.
No, it's really nice to see your relationship, like the two of you.
Yeah.
Like you said, it doesn't matter if you grew up in living very separate lives, very compartmentalized. Like, once you are of age, right, you're mature enough to acknowledge that, hey, this person matters to me. Making that effort to get to know them and like spending time with them, it's so important. Like, the older we get, like, these are the people we have. That this is it. Right? So you gotta cherish them, and I really think that shows in your relationship.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're at the
Stanley,
hour mark.
we are.
Did you
we are
finish your
past-
beer?
Already?
We're past that
Yeah.
one,
The time
See?
flies.
Time flies when you. There's a lot of things I want to talk about too, but I'm tired of editing episodes that are almost 2 hours long with guests. I'm joking. I'm
Wow.
joking. I'm joking.
But that's the thing, right? Like, I think these can go on for forever, and
Yes.
like,
I
please
know.
please come back, maybe like next
We
next
barely
next season.
scratched the surface
Yeah.
of like
Mo was
stories.
Mo was giving me shit because he's
Really?
like, yeah, because he wasn't giving me shit. He was giving me a side eye, because he heard my sister's coming on, and then he's like,
you need to get him as a guest.
and then he
honestly.
goes, I'm available.
I love that. It's like, wait, I'm the biggest fan though.
yeah. He's like, I've been listening to your podcast, and I'm also
He is
available."
consistent, guys. Like I can attest to that. Like the moment your episode is out, he's listening to it. There's no delay. There's no delay. Like he is your biggest supporter, so you must
Fresh,
you
fresh,
must
yeah.
invite him.
There's another season coming up.
Yeah.
Hot off the presses. Yes,
Yeah.
Mo was that one. Anyway, shout out to you, Mo. I finished my beer.
I did not. This is so reminiscent of like the traditional
IPAs?
IPA that we've
Yeah,
had. Like,
yeah,
I need
yeah.
to take this slow.
And it's also a small can too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not finish my can.
Anyway, we have what's it called?
Recos.
Partake.
Recos?
Partake Brewing. Partake Brewing first.
Yeah.
Partake Brewing Company, Toronto. Stanley.
Yeah, Partake Brewing. Listen, first of all, I like your non-alcoholic beer. If you have a alcohol-free version, I think we would love to be able to try those too.
True.
If you happen to be listening to our podcast and would like to sponsor us with potentially some alcohol-free or just non-alcohol or just beer, if you'd
Regular
like to
line,
sponsor
man.
us,
Regular
Not
line.
picky.
yeah, not picky. If you would just like to sponsor us, have a conversation with us, get to know us a little bit, you can find us on our socials, and you can find us on our socials at Eddie.
Instagram and TikTok, we are Beer Talks TO. That's BEERTALKSTO, Beer Talks TO.
Beer Talks GTA. That's us. We have our recos. Matigay, as I've disclosed, we're gonna go in a circle, and things that you've been doing, things that you found interesting recently, that you've been kind of keeping up with. I can start us off. I
Cool.
think Stan wants to start based off of last night. Don't worry, I won't steal your reco. I know your reco.
Okay.
There's this movie that came out recently with
Ooh.
Robert Pattinson,
Oh,
Batman.
Mickey 17.
Mickey? Yeah.
Mickey 17. Actually, also the director Bong Joon-ho, guy
Yep.
who directed the Parasite.
Yep.
It is refreshingly creative. It's very fun. I'm not gonna say that it's like the greatest movie ever, but based off of like all of the movies that we're seeing are just either remakes or sequels, right? Or prequels. Mickey 17 is very refreshing. Also, Robert Pattinson shows his range as an actor.
Ooh.
It is actually, I'm like, holy moly, like this is the
He's
same
a real
guy.
actor.
Yeah. Like I remember him. I think I was telling Sally this. I was like, Robert Pattinson to me was forever gonna be Edward,
Yeah.
That's right.
right? But even in
That's
Batman,
the guy from Twilight, right?
correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Even in
He's
Batman,
shiny.
correct. Even in Batman, I was like, he's still Edward because he's like broody and like right, exactly. But Mickey 17 made me realize that he's like, holy shit, he's actually a really good actor. Like the range that he has. Anyway, Mickey 17, that's my reco for this episode. The movie, by the way, Mickey 17. It's also on the streaming platforms already. So
Oh wow, that's so
look it
quickly? It like
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
swear it just came out.
I know, but they put it up already. Anyway,
Okay.
who wants to go next?
I have one.
Okay.
True to my form, it's gonna be food related again. It is. This is accessible though. It's
Okay,
just
okay.
2 hours away.
Okay.
Why can't it be just near? Like, why
I
can't
know,
it just
right?
be in like the supermarket that I live near? But,
At
okay,
TNT,
tell
you
me.
know. Anyway,
Tell me where am I going for? What am I
Alright.
going for 2 hours?
You were going to St. Catharines. There's a place called Dee's Pizza Pies. They made such good pizza, and there's apparently a story. It's called Dee's because the space that they took over used to be a diner, and they turned it into like a takeout, like standing only pizza joint. So to kind of pay tribute to it previously being a diner spot, they changed it. They named it D, so D's Pizza Pies. And if you go there, you can look online. Like a lot, they kept a lot of the diner-esque decor, and
Okay.
their pizza is actually so good. But not only is their pizza good, they actually make their own in-house soda. And when I was there, they had a cherry Coke. It was so good. Like it's not the same as like the commercial like cherry Coke you get at like Coca-Cola or whatever. Like it's actually like just sweet enough, not too sweet. And then I love the tartness of their cherry Coke. So it was actually like, I'm not a sweet person. I don't drink pop, but like I actually really enjoyed it because it went really well with the pizza. Like the tartness kind of like cut the grease. So highly
There was
recommend.
food pairing for the cherry cola. Yeah,
Exactly. It was actually like the perfect pairing. So
True,
these
true.
pizza pies, great pizza. The dough is so like nice and chewy. So if you like,
Oh, I like that.
right, if you like chewy dough with like great toppings, they don't skimp on the toppings and the sauce and the cheese. Plus,
True.
you can get really good house-made soda. So highly recommend. Check them out. They're at St. Catharines.
D's Pizza.
Yeah.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Stanley?
So I'm not gonna do. So yesterday I had an opportunity to see Eric, and then he brought me some really yummy desserts, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take this one. And I'm like, where's this from? And he's like, well, where's it from? Like Venice or something like that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
That's
take this
Addie's
tomorrow.
thing, bro. That's
Yeah.
Addie's thing.
But I'm not gonna do the director for that. So actually, like what I've started doing recently was my friends around me like got into like the whole Pokemon card craze recently.
Like paper?
Yeah, paper, like real copies of Pokemon. And
Yeah,
these
not
are like
pocket.
super
Yeah,
expensive and
yeah.
like whatever. Like each pack is like whatever, like 20 something. Anyway, I'm not about like buying the packs and things like that. But like what I started doing, because I started like getting the Instagram feeds and the TikTok feeds for it,
Okay.
is I see people started collecting cards that are like themed, but just like whatever theme that you want, right?
Yeah.
Literally, I see people collecting like cards of Pokemon that are sleeping, and there's just like sleeping Pokemon cards.
That's cute.
There's like, there's just one guy. He's like, I only want to collect Pokemon cards that look like they're high. And then like, he opens his binder, and all the Pokemon looks like they're like on something really good.
Okay.
And then so what I'm like, oh, like maybe I want to start collecting Pokemon cards like
Mhm.
as a theme, right? And then so I started collecting Pokemon cards that are of like two kind of like two categories. I have one for a specific Pokemon, and then
Which
one
which is?
which is Dragonite because
Oh, okay.
it's one of my favorites. Right?
Bless. Same.
Yeah, yeah, and then my other one is Pokemon that are sleeping.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cute.
So you have a bunch of Snorlaxes and
Like
Jigglypuffs.
actually, no. You know what? A lot of Snorlax cards are actually awake and eating.
Oh.
Yeah, not sleeping but eating.
It just has the Brock eyes, so it looks like they're sleeping.
Yeah. But like
Right,
I want
right.
to find cards that are like Pokemon that are sleeping. And like I think the fun of this is like you're not always chasing the most expensive cards.
yeah.
And then you're just kind of like going through some of the stock, and you're like, oh, this like 10-cent card is so cute and it fits perfectly into your little binder. And then like I think
Yes.
that's part of the joy of like collecting something like this, because I find that like a lot of people in this hobby are always just going for like the most expensive, and like the competition's really just like unhealthy for the hobby.
Yeah.
Right. And then this is just something that I started doing, and like I actually found a lot of fun in this. And I'm like,
Satisfaction.
yeah, I'm just like, oh my god, look at this like sleeping Psyduck. It's so cute, and
You know
it's like
what's-
10 cents.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna go on a 30-second tangent. You just brought up a childhood memory because my sister's here, and I feel like it's appropriate.
Yeah, tell us.
When first Pokemon came out, at the end of the episodes, they will start doing the Poke Rap.
Pokérap, yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
they will start naming the Pokemons, right? Me, my sister, and my brother. My sister writes the
Yep.
fast T. Remember, my sister writes the fastest, so she would start writing down the names while me and my brother will start
Pre-Google, right? Like
exactly
we couldn't search.
pre-internet.
Yeah.
Before, and then we would be like Ekans, Arbok, and then she would write it down like Pikachu, as the Poke Rap was going, and we were all in front of the TV doing that. Anyway, that's my
Oh
turn.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Anyway, Tiga, it's your turn.
My reco. Okay, so along the same lines of hobbies, I've entered my serious anime arc recently. And I've been binging unhealthily, like anime, right?
Tell us.
So I'm not gonna bore you with all the other ones that came out and are waiting for the next season. There's many to list, but one that came out recently is the beginning after the end.
Oh.
And if you go online, there's going to be some mixed reviews. because
Controversy,
they're-
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they're saying that the quality of the anime, like the drawing itself,
Yes.
is not to the same level as like Solo
Solo
Leveling, for
yes.
example,
Right,
which
right,
I love, like that version of the drawing and artistry.
Yes.
But I started watching this 2 nights ago,
Yeah.
and I already watched all of the 4 episodes that's on Crunchyroll.
Wow.
But the story itself is so good, guys. Like I'm like, okay, yeah, I need.
So
to
now
know
you're
more.
reading it, right?
No, I'm waiting for the next episode. I don't know. I didn't look into the manhwa. Is there a manhwa on this
Yes,
one? Dan? Do you
I'm
know?
reading
Okay.
it. Yes.
Oh, you are.
Yes.
So it is good, right? Like
The manhwa
story?
is good, yes. Again, I'm
Yeah.
not a manhwa fan, just like format wise, but
Mm.
because of Solo Level. Anyway, sorry. we're gonna zone on.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry,
don't,
go ahead.
don't make this another episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the beginning after the end, it's on Crunchyroll. Action, adventure, and fantasy.
Yes. Yes.
It's really good.
Do you guys-
I'm excited.
Do you guys know the controversy, Stan, about it? So,
No.
like, they are complaining that the animation is essentially like a PowerPoint slide.
What?
Actually.
I need to look this up.
No,
now.
but I was watching it and I never noticed it because I was so invested in the plot.
I'll send you a link. Somebody made a video of like the first episode of Solo Leveling is like the top part. First episode of Beginning After the End is the bottom part, and like the action, and you're like, this isn't even fair. And
I know.
mostly the people that are complaining are the manhwa readers because it's like it's injustice. Kind of
Yeah, it's like they're
situation.
beloved.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I see.
Anyway, that's our recos. What did I reco? Oh yeah, Mickey 17. We have Pokemon collections on theme. We have D's
D's
Pizza,
Diner.
D's Diner.
These
and
pizza.
I said
Oh,
D's
the
Pizza.
pizza.
I was right, Stan.
Oh, my bad.
D's Pizza, and we have the Beginning After the End anime /
Nice.
and or the manhwa.
Look at us, so diverse.
We are. That's us. Atika, thanks for coming in.
You're welcome.
Thanks for.
I had fun.
I hope.
The
Yeah.
hour just
Yay.
like it was just having conversation with you guys when you visit me. So
Yeah.
That's why I told
Yeah.
you. Yeah, that's why I told you. And you were feeling kind of insecure, about like
No.
what to say.
I was worried that
Exactly.
I wasn't gonna vibe,
Yeah.
but here we are.
But an hour
Vibing.
later,
Vibe.
but an hour
Yeah.
30 later, yeah, we can keep going, right? Anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you guys again next time for Stanley's episode.
Woo, woo.
Woo, woo.
Woo!
Hope to look forward for that. Okay,
Yeah.
bye. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.